diamond. This rock, my rock.
Hi everyone, it's Chloe. I'm back again. I took kind of a 3-month, break from YouTube just to focus on school, but I'm going to try to start making videos again. This video I've actually been meaning to do since February. As you guys can tell, I did get my breast surgery done in January, actually, January the 8th. And this will just be, I guess, an overview surgery video slash, what info about breast surgery, specifically mine. I know there's different kinds, but yeah, so here we go. So like I said, I got my, excuse me, I have something in my teeth. I got my surgery done January 8th, and here in Minneapolis with Dr. Tholen from Minneapolis Plastic Surgery, who is amazing. He has been working with trans women for actually a really, really long time, and he's just really experienced. His staff is amazing. They're all educated in, how to care for trans people, which is hard to come by, especially in healthcare. But yeah, I had a great experience. So I went in for consultation on December 13th, I want to say. December 13th. And he kind of, asked the normal questions like, how long have you been on hormones, and how long have you been living full time, and what size do you want to be? And I said, well, I'd like to be a large C. I was like, I don't want to be a double D, I don't want to be an F or an E, but I'd like to be a large C. And he said that is a D in Victoria's Secret bra sizes. So I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of scary. But, I trust him. He's the surgeon. He knows what he's doing. He can see my body type and what would look best and what would look most natural. And so we went into the sizing room, and his medical assistant, or she wasn't a PA, but she was something like a PA. But yeah, she gave me a sports bra, and I tried on different implant sizes, and she kind of like geared, there was like 3 drawers, and the first drawer was like small implants, so obviously I'm not going to go for that. The second drawer was like the mid-sized implants, and then the third drawer was like the very large implants. So we decided to stay in about the middle drawer. So she handed me 3 different implants to try, and she wouldn't tell me the sizes. She said she just wanted me to try them on and see what I thought looked best with my body. And so so we started with what I thought was the smallest size of that drawer, and I was like, no, this is too small. I mean, it looks good, but it's too small. And so we went up, and I thought it was too small, and we went up, and I still thought it was too small. And so finally we went to the biggest size in the middle drawer, and that was about 400 cc's. No, 350 cc's. And, it on the outside, it looked like it was a sports bra with implants in it, so it looked like, I don't know, they look like boobs, but obviously having them under sports bra is going to look different than having them under a muscle and under skin and under all the glands and everything that you have there. So yeah, I decided that I wanted about that size, or that look, I should say. And so after that, I tried to get funding together. And side note, all of you guys who donated money to my GoFundMe or shared my GoFundMe video and website, thank you so much. I'd like to say a special thank you to my grandparents, both sets of my grandparents, who donated probably the largest sum of money to me, and I really, really appreciate it. And I love you guys, and those of you who did donate, if you could send me either a private message here on YouTube or on Facebook so I can get your address and I can send you a personal thank you. I would really love to be in contact with you guys. Like I said, thank you. I couldn't have done it without all of you. Well, back on track. So I got funding together, and thanks to all of you. And I got back from Texas I went to Texas for Christmas break, and I got back to Texas, and I tried to schedule an appointment, and I was thinking, okay, as soon as I get back to Texas, I'm going to, schedule my surgery, there'll be an opening, and I get back to Minnesota, and I call the office, and they say, oh, sorry, we can't get you in until February. And for me, it was like, I specifically wanted to do it on Christmas break because I didn't want to get my surgery while I was in the middle of school. And so I was like, oh my God, well, I have the money in order, so I guess I'll have to do it in February. And another side note, like prior to this whole conversation, I'd been having like certain situations that I was feeling very lucky and having a lot of good luck in my life. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll just schedule, but please, please, please let me know if there is anything open, like if there's any cancellations, anything. And so, like, I think it was like the 5th of January, I get a call from Dr. Tholen's office, and they're like, you will not believe this, and she goes, and she prefaced this as like, this never happens, but there's an opening on January the 8th. And I was like, oh my God, put me down. I will be there with a check in 3 minutes. And she was like, okay, yep, I'll put you down. And then January 10th is my birthday, so it was really nice to be able to have that experience right before my birthday. It was like a little birthday surprise. But yeah, so I get to the office, and my brother's with me, of course. I have to pick up all my pain medications, my nausea medications. And after that, I get to the office, and I sit in the office, and so I have, before this, I had to get a pre-surgery physical done, just to make sure everything was in working order and nothing was going to possibly go wrong, and I was all good. And so I get to the day of surgery, I go to the office, I wait, and my brother is in the waiting room with me, and then they take pictures before, and so I'm in the picture room just like half naked, and they're taking pictures of me, and then they take me to the pre-op room. And so my brother and I are sitting there, and then Dr. Tholen comes in, and he marks me up, and we have a little conversation. He's such a nice guy. He's so sweet. And he just makes you feel comfortable. So he's marking me up and trying to get, everything in line, just kind of get an idea of where he's going to place everything. And then my nurse anesthetist comes in, and she's freaking awesome. I'm in nursing school, so I love anyone with a nursing background, but she was hilarious. And she put in my line, and I feel like I took a medication before. I don't remember which one it was. Yeah, I did take a medication, so I was kind of feeling sleepy. And then I go to the surgery room, the operating room, excuse me, and I lay on the table, and they're just talking to me. I was talking about my little brother playing hockey, I think, and the next thing you know, I'm in post-op room, the recovery room, with my nurse. It literally just felt like a blink of the eye, and I was awake. So actually my brother thought it was a pretty funny, I was pretty loopy after. He said that you know how a lot of people like post anesthesia say really funny things. I didn't say too many funny things. I think I was pretty lucid, but I said that I felt like I had 2 giant Hershey kisses on my chest. Not the regular kind, but the Christmas peppermint kind. So I thought that was a little odd, and I think that was like right after like I woke up, so the post-op nurse was humored by my craziness. But yeah, so coming out of surgery was fine. I mean, I had restrictions and everything, and during the surgery, Dr. Tholen made the executive decision to increase my size that I wanted. So originally I had wanted 350 cc's, the look of 350 cc's externally with that sports bra on. But he said under muscle, under skin, after all of that, if you still want that look, you have to go bigger. So he pretty much put the biggest ones he could fit into me. So he put in 550 cc's in each, which is rather big. So I'm a D, a 36D, between a 36C and a 36D, he said, but more leaning towards D. But yeah, I'm super happy with the results. I'm sorry that I didn't make a video earlier to kind of give you guys progression, but they used to like sit super high up. Like it looked, and they were super defined. Basically they used to look like that, like, and now they've dropped really nicely. I have good cleavage. What else? The scars are really minimal. I went under the muscle there. And what else? Oh, normally, if you don't have a lot of tissue growth from hormones, what Dr. Tholen does is he does expanders for a year. And so he'll put an expander under the muscle to create a pocket, and he'll fill the expander bigger than you want to go, so you have a nice adequate pocket. And then what he does is a year later, then he'll put the final implants in. So it's a two-step process, but thank God my breasts grew enough to where I wasn't gonna need an expander. But yeah, I'm going in for my 3-month checkup fairly soon. I want to say in the next couple weeks. And yeah, I could not be happier with the results. I mean, every day they look more and more natural. I think a lot of girls want to go for that really high profile look. Dr. Tholen kind of has this whole methodical process that he talks you through. I went for a moderate plus profile, and how he explained it is that with a lot of trans women, we have, a kind of a wider chest wall, and if you go with a high profile, your breasts will be like really perky and nice, but it won't fill out your whole chest wall, so it doesn't look natural. And what the moderate plus profile does is it's not moderate. Moderate would be a little more shallow, but still like wide. So it's wide, a wider implant, so it covers that chest wall, so it looks more natural and gives your body like a nice curve, but then it also does add more depth or like, projection out. But yeah, just decided that I wanted to make a quick, not so quick, breast augmentation video and kind of an update. I will be coming in the next couple weeks back with another video. April 15th, I will be a year on hormones, so I'm going to do a year on hormone update and also possibly a timeline video with photos from the very beginning. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you can find me on Instagram at A Girl Like Me with Chloe M, YouTube A Girl Like Me with Chloe M, Facebook A Girl Like Me with Chloe M. Otherwise, just leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys soon. Love ya.